Hello and welcome everyone. Myself Mijanur Rahaman, and today my topic of discussion is functions of skin. In the previous video we have already discussed about the layers of the skin, the dermis, epidermis, hypodermis, and dermis have five epidermis has five layers. Those layers we have all discussed already. Now we will going to discuss about the functions of skin. First of all, protection. Stratum corneum, which is the outermost layer, is horny and formed by the keratinized stratified epithelial cells, which resist the action of external agencies. It protects the internal individual injury and bacterial invasion. The nails, the hooves, horns, etc. in animals are also defensive appendages of the skin. So first function is protection. Protection from external environment, protection from any the other substances, bacteria, viruses, these. Then the regulation of body temperature. Cutaneous vasoconstriction diverts the blood to the interior of the body, so diminishes the heat loss. This is an important mechanism of protection against cold environment. Vasodilation of the skin helps in the elimination of heat from the body. Sweating, evaporation of sweat cools the body, the latent heat of the vaporizing being 0.56 calorie per gram of H2O vaporized. Hairs of the skin in lower animals entangle a layer of air in its meshes. This layer of stagnant air, being poor conductor of the heat, intervenes between the warm air in contact with the skin and odd atmospheric air and helps to preserve body temperature. Now, general sensation. The skin serves as the medium for receiving the general sensation like touch, pain, temperature, etc. are subserved by the respective nerve endings present in the skin. The hair roots richly supplied with nerves. Consequently, slight movement of the hair, such as by a blast of wind, arouse sensation. In this way, hair helps in the sensory function of the body. Number 4 is excretion. Through sweat and insensible perspiration, salts and metabolites excreted to some extent. Synthetic function like vitamin D is synthesized by ultraviolet rays of the sun acting upon the ergosterol present in the skin and the subcutaneous tissue. For this reason, exposure to the sun ensures supply of vitamin D. Now, secretion. Sebum. The sebaceous gland secrete a fatty substance which is rich in cholesterol called sebum. It helps to keep the skin greasy and prevents drying. In cold climates, the secretion is depressed and the skin becomes dry and scaly. Sweat, described in detail below, about in the sweat glands chapter, which is the active secretion of sweat glands of skin, plays a vital role in keeping the body cool in hot environment. Milk, the secretion of the mammary gland, which is modified sweat gland. In the toads, certain poisonous glands are present in the skin. They secrete highly irritant fluid. In this way, they act as a defensive weapon for the animal. Now, number 6, absorption. Waxy layer hinders water absorption through the skin, but the skin is not completely waterproof, and on prolonged exposure to water, there is water absorption causing swelling of the stratum corneum. Lipids are easily permeable through the skin. Lipid soluble substances like vitamins are easily absorbed through the skin. Number 7, water balance. Formation and evaporation of sweat is an important factor in the regulation of water balance of the body. Number 8, acid base equilibrium. Sweat being acid in reaction, a good amount of acid is excreted through it. In acidosis, it becomes more acidic. In this way, helps to maintain a constant reaction in the body fluids. Storage function, the dermis as well as the subcutaneous tissue can store fats, water, salts, glucose, etc., and some other substances. It is found that when the blood sugar level is suddenly rises, considerable amount of sugar may be temporarily stored in the subcutaneous tissue and in the skin. As sugar is gradually used up, the skin sugar is slowly drawn in. The areolar tissue of the skin and the subcutaneous tissue have great affinity for water, and any excess water in the body is stored mainly inside the skin and subcutaneous tissue. After hemorrhage, the loss to blood volume is quickly replenished by drawing fluid from the tissue, and half of it comes from the skin. Similarly, a large quantity of sodium chloride may remain stored in the skin after a chloride rich rite or after an intravenous saline injection. The heaviest load of sodium chloride is found in the skin and the subcutaneous tissue, whereas during salt deprivation, blood chlorides are maintained by drawing upon the chloride stored in the skin. The subpapillary plexus of the dermis can store up to about 1000 ml of blood, which can supply the muscle and other organs in times of emergency. Now, number 9 and last function is gaseous exchange. Absorption of oxygen and excretion of carbon dioxide may go on to the considerable extent through the skin in those animals whose skin is thin and moist, like frogs. It is said that it can be carried to such an extent that these animals may live even after the exturbation of the lungs or in the hibernating period when the lungs do not function. In man, this effect is negligible. No oxygen is absorbed, but a small amount of carbon dioxide is eliminated through the skin. Probably it passes out, being dissolved in the sweat. Skin also exhibits signs of vitamin deficiency, malnutrition, and advancement of aging, appearance of wrinkles on the skin. If we summarize a bit, then function of skin are protection, regulation of body temperature, then general sensation, then excretion, then secretion, then absorption, water balance, acid base equilibrium, and the gaseous exchange. So this is for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like the video, and do like, share, and subscribe to support my channel and me. And in the next video, we will discuss about the glands in the skin. So thank you so much for watching.